Good morning, Tuesday. The man, all the rage George Page, come to you live on YouTube. Breaking news. 4 UFC fighter suspended, fined for positive drug test. Why do some people think that you can get around the system? I mean, it's it's not like it's back in the day. There's no way to get around the system. Anyway, UFC fighters Jamil Hill, Tim Elliott, Luis Pena, and Deron Wynn were all suspended and fined by the Nevada State Athletic Commission on Thursday after recently testing positive drug tests. Hill, Elliott, and Pena tested positive for cannabis. Wynn tested positive for amphetamines. Hill's first take-home victory was on May 3rd, was overturned as a no contest due to violation. 20-year-old undefeated light heavyweight prospect was suspended 6 months and fined 15% of his fight purse. Elliott and Pena was suspended 4.5 months and fined 15% of their fight purse. The reduced suspension was due to their fights being taken on short notice. Elliott lost to on May 3rd, 12 days notice, and Pena lost on June 27th on 18 days notice. Wynn was suspended for 9 months and fined $1,800 in relation to the March 7th loss to at UFC 248. All suspensions are retroactive to the date of the positive tests. Cannabis is prohibited under Nevada regulations in competitions, meaning the period beginning 12 hours before a contest and ending with the post-fight drug test. Now, there were several other actions taken by the NSAC as its monthly meeting Thursday. Jorge Gonzalez, who signed to the UFC but had not yet debuted, had a temporary suspension extended following a positive drug test from August 5th for several antibiotic steroids, including the metabolites of whatever this is, and I forgot the other one. I think we know that one. That's John Jones used. Gonzalez was supposed to fight Kenneth Broth on July 15th, but Broth pulled out due to bad weight cut. Gonzalez was then tied to 2 August fights with Ike. It was a guy named Ike. both fell through. Ty Flores, who fought and lost to Dustin Jacoby on Contender Series event on August 4th, had his temporary suspension extended after tested positive for metabolites of the steroid Tanoporlol. Yeah, we heard of that one too. That's when Tanoporlol, whatever it is one I think John Jones also used. He would have a disciplinary hearing at a later date. Also, at the meeting, the 2 UFC fighters were granted temporary licenses following special hearings. Ryan Benoit and Roman, I can't say his name Roman, have a recurring issue with long-term metabolicity of testosterone posted in the system in the trace amounts long after ingesting. Both Benoit and the other guy have already been suspended by USADA, USADA, and UFC's anti-doping partner. Neither were facing a violation in Nevada, but the UFC wanted to get ahead of a potential issue. Last year, USADA added a threshold for the presence of M3 metabolite or of DHCMT if a test result is below 100 picograms per milliliter of the substance. It is no longer considered a violation, but an antitopical finding, provided there is no evidence of a new indigestion or performance-enhancing effects. This is the exact situation that multi-UFC champ John Jones had dealt with, and the Nevada Commission irreverently licensed him to fight. Benoit and Roman will granted temporary licenses to compete beginning December 1st, following a 6-month period of bi-monthly testing by USADA, which has already begun. Okay, we talked about this a lot, and you can't just get around the system. Steroids, even though there's no way to get around it, because these tests are getting very, very. Once it's in your system, it's in your system. and we get you pee, or you get blood samples, hair. These guys are stupid. They're idiots. But the one thing was the thing with the weed. Let's look at this. Weed does not really do much. It might relax you a little bit, but it's compared to steroids and other performance enhancers, it is not as bad. And in most states, it's practically legal. And you can use the was it hemp? Hemp cream for if you got pain and stuff like that. But as long as it doesn't have the that certain substance, I forgot what it was in it. It's not really considered at the level of cannabis. But like I said, the other ones, yeah, they shouldn't have done that. I mean, you'll get caught. Knowing you're taking any kind of performance enhancers, steroids, anything. If it's on the ban list, you should know better. And these are not like little kids. These are mostly grown ass men. But like I said, they're going to be out of money, and it's hard not to be able to work, especially around this time. There's not no jobs, and if that's all your career is to be a fighter, then you're in trouble. Well, best of luck to them. And tough break. It's your man, All the Rage George Page. Like, don't like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.